Bonjour.
No hablo español.
Oh.
Oui.
Я не понимаю английский.
Beivrit. Omer?
I don't know that. I don't even. It's.
Oh, I went Hebrew on that one, but I forgot you.
Oh.
I said careful cutting. I said, oh, DM Moel. You can look up what a Moel is on your own time. I'm not explaining it, but I'm sure you can imagine.
Okay. Well, Darian, how's your week been?
Oh, it was good. Good holiday. Kids back playing soccer again.
Nice.
Wes came over to the house during Thanksgiving. Didn't get attacked by the sex dog.
Nice.
You know, all went well. No drama. How about you guys?
I'm fucking sick.
That sucks.
King Henry's here to stay. And I see Matt, the person who's in charge of the very small guillotine.
Yep.
The cigarette cutter, as they say. Not cigarette, cigar cutter.
At that point, it's cigarette.
Well, it's fair. But yeah, I'm very sick. Because I deal with corpses who have died from their diseases, and everyone's getting COVID and the flu and RSV. And the hospitals were somehow not prepared for this, so yeah.
That's not fun.
No. And then my coworker, everyone in his family had the flu, and he was feeling kind of run down, but came into work anyway. Left mid through his shift, and of course has the flu. And now, by a mystery, everyone else on our shift is also sick.
Or how that happened.
And if we all call in, there's no one to pick up the corpses. So,
yeah.
Unless I literally, go to the doctor, which, money, am I right? So I'm not gonna go to the doctor unless I'm literally dying, so I'll just be figuratively dying over here, drinking coffee.
I could use Uber.
They wouldn't see you unless you're literally dying anyway.
True. That's what we joke about that a lot, because the garage door, literally every time we get it fixed, somebody else backs into it. So, and breaks it again. So it works for about a week, and then it starts making crinkly, crackly noises, and the whole thing shakes. And so we're like, that's gonna fall on us one day. But the good news is, if we die, we're already here. So... And my coworker says he's had 3 coworkers in the fridge before. Not at the same time, but over his career.
Oh, 3 coworkers? Work.
3 coworkers who have died while employed at the company.
That's wild.
Yeah, not at work, but,
Yeah.
Car crash, and then if you're working for the company, they bury you for free, so most folks go with that. Your spouse is 90% off. I think it goes all the way to 10% for your grandparents.
Oh, well, that's... I feel like it should be more.
Yeah, but,
How many blue foods do you guys eat? I thought about it. Just
have you been reading Percy Jackson again?
Huh? Wait, what does that have to do with Percy Jackson?
The mom has the consistent theme because the boyfriend in the first book mentioned that there are no blue foods. All throughout the series, there's mentioned random blue foods.
That's just fucking hilarious.
It just stuck with me. I read that book in 7th grade, but just stuck with me. But no,
that's completely fair. I read a webcomic, I think, in 7th grade. I still, to this day, catch myself trying to emulate the main character's fucking personality.
Nice.
One of his things was a lot of the people give him shit because he was growing out sideburns, and every now and then I'll look at my sideburns and be like, I'll bring him back. Which is what he would say in the fucking webcomic, and I pause and I go, what did you just say?
Fucking excuse me, self? No, but other than that blue ketchup from the 90s, I don't know of any blue food.
I mean, other than like blueberries, obviously.
They're more purple.
Blue corn tortilla chips? Are y'all kidding me?
Well, yeah, those.
I mean, yeah, maybe. That is, yeah, true. That's also a thing.
I'm sure there's some exotic fruit that's blue.
Are you counting blue cheese?
Blue cheese. Yeah, I would count that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't eat blue cheese. That shit's disgusting.
It's pretty bad.
It's
blue
just
tea
mold.
flower blossoms, which are used for blue food dye, and it's a blue tea.
Like, I can't eat blue cheese, but I can eat feta, which I don't know the difference, but they smell the same. But I eat feta because they put it in the salads when I'm eating.
It's, how about blue drank? You know?
You mean? Are you talking about lean, bro?
No, I meant like Kool-Aid you get at gas station.
That looks like toilet water, but
Yeah. There's this chicken place near me, the one on Street. Ian, you're the only one who knows where that is. But it's really ghetto. Most of them aren't
I know
as.
where streets are.
It's near. Okay, it's fucking near the old game store. The old pumpkin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one. And most chicken places are really ghetto. However, this one is more ghetto because they have a Kool-Aid flavor of the day, and they just put that in like a page protector and taped it to their fucking drive-through window. And I get it every time because, you know, I have to. I have to get the Kool-Aid of the day. It's there. I can't not get it.
oh, Kool-Aid is good. I just can't drink blue Kool-Aid anymore because I kind of ruined it for myself and probably the rest of my family. So I told you about when I had appendicitis, right?
Yeah.
So after I was recovering from that, I'm sitting in the kitchen. My brother made some Kool-Aid, and then me, Wes, and my brother were all sitting down trying to, play some cards. And he sits down in front of me. He's got a clear glass of the Kool-Aid, and I look at it and I go, "That looks like the toilet bowl water when you put the toilet bowl cleaner in it." And he stared at it. Just a look of disgust on his face had me dying laughing, and I mean literally, I couldn't breathe because I was recovering from appendicitis, and I had to be on a breathing machine.
Oh my god!
Because I had pneumonia. So I almost died in the kitchen laughing because then I had to kick Wes and my brother out of the room. Like, get out of here! Stop looking at me, because every time I look at you, I see the face that you made when I made that joke.
Literally gonna laugh myself to death.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
What a way to go!
Hang on. Have you guys seen the When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Like that kid fucking dude, he's like an artist now. Like I just found his Twitter.
What a hero!
He's actually kind of cracked at it too.
He cracked at Fortnite though? My god.
No, I don't know actually.
Oh, totally off topic and somewhat on topic. So Spotify does like a weekly thing of like new songs you may like. I don't quite know how, but the first two this week were, one was from a musical called Anna vs. the Apocalypse, or Anna and the Apocalypse, which is a teen Shaun of the Dead during Christmas musical.
That's so good.
And the other one was Asexuality and D&D.
Oh, I know that song.
It popped up and I'm like, okay, this is a bop.
Yeah, dude,
that's a song?
Yeah, it's D&D.
Well, I would say if it's about asexuality, it specifically does not fuck. But,
Well...
I'm kidding.
I mean, it's a spectrum, actually. So if you look carefully...
Yeah.
Making me look at mine now. It says, I have fucking What's New Scooby-Doo.
Yes. Is that the Blink-182 version?
No, it's Simple Plan.
Oh, Simple Plan. Shit, that's what I'm...
As of Killing Me Softly by Billy Cobb.
It's a good song.
Interesting.
Yeah. We're all learning things about ourselves tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I would like to seduce the dragon.
Yeah.
Where did we leave off?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, And I'm 99% sure I do because I listened to the episode last night because I'm finally fucking caught up. I've been
Let's
behind
go.
for like 6 months or longer. I don't remember.
Vinky?
But we're finally up. So, if I remember correctly, Bastion noticed someone was following you at the university. However...
2 people following us.
Yes, 2 people following you. However, he did not have the opportunity to warn you about it. Carolina and Pale, you didn't notice this because you are distracted by a young elven woman complaining loudly to a human and half-elf friend. Did you hear John got put in Chalice in I's group? Fuck this. Make that freak work alone. Better yet, kick him out. He says he still gets stalked by cultists sometimes. The fuck? They're putting us in danger by letting him go here. I don't care that he's a prodigy who tested out of a master's program after writing his entire dissertation while traveling. Can you believe they wrote that shit for his introduction bio? Not even mentioning who he really is. Writing on the road or not, he was traveling with his dad. Duh! Who knows what his real fucking motives are? How the fuck can Dr. Crumb trust him not to sneak off with his research and give it to fucking apocalypse cultists? And Chalice is from bumfuck nowhere. I don't even know if she knows who he is. I'm gonna talk to her about it and get her to co-sign my appeal, because this is not fucking happening. And those people are walking a little bit ahead of you, and the 2 people Bastion noticed are walking a little bit behind you.
Oh, that's... Carolina, can you imagine, or whatever your name is, can you imagine apocalypse cultists here? Those very intelligent, caring, delightful people?
Thaddeus, when did you start talking?
Oh, I said that all with my hands.
You're Italian.
Observation. You have broken your vow of silence.
I turn around and just hold up my ring finger to Bastion because while I feel it gets the point across, I am not stupid enough to try and flip off that robot. I'm just shaking my head.
My name is Soraya.
I just nod my head.
Say Sriracha?
Okay. Soraya, Sriracha, whatever.
Okay.
Psoriasis.
Sriracha's my last name.
Mm-hmm.
Spicy. I'm gonna start inconspicuously following the girl who mentioned my sister's name.
Okay. Her little huddle. Can you guys see roll 20?
I probably could if I logged on.
Yeah, that would help.
Same here.
Oh, whoops.
They are in the lower right quadrant, walking away.
Come back. As
They're
the Australians
walking
say,
and
anymore.
talking. The other ones are like, oh my god, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, that John guy's fucking weird. He's creepy too, I don't like him.
Oh, I swear to God, if it... I'm gonna kill the bastard. I'm gonna kill him. Finally kill him. The little bitch. Don't worry about it.
The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
Yep. Don't give me that that's Elsa. Elsa killed Aslan.
Yeah. Yeah, dog. She had to get those eyes for Olaf somewhere.
Don't you ruin my Frozen.
Listen, where'd the eyes come from, bro? If Elsa can create sentient life, the fuck else can she do?
Well, let me rephrase that. You can ruin Frozen. I've seen it enough and I'm tired of it. Don't ruin Lion Witch in the Wardrobe for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Kelzu, pure.
I'm gonna follow Sriracha.
Well, Telzu is, you know, that's Lion King.
Oh, okay. But,
Okay. I am now in.
Wonderful. You guys are up here. The clique of gossipers is down here, and the 2 people that Bastion noticed were following you are at the top middle. And they are not staring at you, but they're not smoking, but they are smoking and joking, as the soldiers' guards often do. There's no smoking on campus.
Yeah, I'm just
Fire
staying with
Jim's
the,
eyes excluded. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just staying within earshot of them. Even if I have to like walk around a different corner or whatever.
Yeah. And go ahead and roll me a stealth check or persuasion. I would say, either stealth to hide in a bush or persuasion to act like you're normal.
Okay, so I don't want to act suspicious.
Don't
So
be
I'll use
suspicious.
Just
like, why this bitch just jump in a bush?
Yeah. I dropped a quarter. Don't worry about it.
22.
Yeah, you look like a university student. You can be depressed, worrying about your student loans. You can pull it off. How about the other two of you? What are you doing? Pell, you said you were following Carolina.
Yep. I'm just kind of following along, head bowed, just kind of wherever she's going, I'm just going to follow with.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. I am definitely not a sentient robot bit.
Okay, both of you two roll me persuasion checks to try and act normal.
Rough.
Uh-oh.
2 days, so 15 for me.
Yeah, performance or persuasion. I think you guys both have shitty charisma, so it doesn't matter. But
Sure do.
Hey, yep.
oh, you both got 10s. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, people notice the hulking man in full plates, and then the dour monk who's, for some reason, with this totally normal university student, but they, they're like, that's fucking weird, but this is a gigantic town, so it's nowhere near the weirdest thing they've ever seen. How long do you keep following these people? Because they're going to continue to complain about how creepy whoever this John is. As they're walking toward a coffee shop.
I'm going to kind of look at Carolina and do a thumbs up, thumbs down. Like, seeing what you think I should do. Thumbs up, thumbs down. What should you go with?
Thumbs up, because Carolina has no clue what you're getting at.
I shake my head. I get my little pad out, walk up, and to one of them, just tap them on the shoulder and just type out, write out John Puyo, spelled very incorrectly.
Oh yeah, the Puyo. Yeah, the head elf who was talking about it is like, what are you fucking stalking us, you freak? What do you want?
I kind of motion to my mouth, then to my ears, and just just kind of wave my hands, then write, strong ears when silent, sorry.
Make a deception check with advantage to persuade them that you are just a regular tier person. I mean, you're not a regular tier person. You're a weird tier person, but if you can convince them that you are a tier person, nonetheless.
Average tier maneuver. Make that a 14, by the way, bud.
That's a 14 then. Ooh.
I said with advantage.
That was with advantage.
Make it a 15 then.
Fuck. Oh, it's only a 10. I thought it was a... Never mind. Never
I
mind.
rolled a 10, but I have a -1.
Yeah,
So
so just back.
Oh, so then 14.
Yep.
Let me roll for them really quick.
I've tried, bro.
Okay. Yeah, she takes back her weird response. She's like, sorry, I'm all bent out of shape. Yeah. I mean, you probably know about him. What? Why? Can you get him out of here? Because, that would be a huge help.
I point to my symbol, shake my head, and then I put my hand on my forehead, kind of like in the where sort of thing.
I'm skipping it right now because I refuse to be in that freak's presence. But he is with our dear naive Chalice, probably lying to her about who he is. They are at the they're at the university meeting, the university center has a meeting room, and that's where we're supposed to meet up. But I've already met him once, and once was enough, thanks. I'm going to swoop her up afterwards, unless she sees how fucking weird and creepy he is herself. If only I could have warned her before this.
Yeah, give it a little thumbs up. and walk back over to Carolina. Just kind of give a little shrug.
Thank you. Get that freak out of here, please. And she.
I'm just going to kind of say and thumbs up again.
Okay.
Hey, did I hear that conversation?
Yeah.
Alright. So now we got to find out where this meeting hall is.
Lean in and say, listen, I can go talk to Johnny. You can go find your sister. Then we can split up. Nothing bad happens when we split up.
I mean, apparently with that conversation, they're together.
Oh, right. I sometimes forget that your sister does stuff besides like throw us under the bus in front of international meetings.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, she's just a professional note taker.
Roasted. Even more because I'm a... So she's hit double roasted. Yeah.
Fist bump.
Fist bump, yeah. I don't realize that she's going for a fist bump. I go to go for a high five and then fist bump. And
I go for the high five.
our hands keep going back. It's just horribly awkward.
Both of you roll dex saves.
Oh. Boom. That's a 5. Yeah. Yo, wish you could be me.
That's a 6.
Yeah, y'all totally fucked that up.
Yeah. We failed that quick time.
Bastion, you, after they have taught you so much how to do high fives, how to do fist bumps, you see them fuck it up and you're like, how? You guys taught me this, how? Like,
okay, we're gonna keep it at what it is. You know what just happened, but it's actually a 10 for me.
it's still.
Yeah. Because I went to actually I just added my dex modifier. I didn't do dex.
Yeah, this could be some new hand maneuver you haven't heard of, Bastion, but it looks super awkward, so that's up to you.
They've just done some strange shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we've actually never done that with each other. So yeah.
That's what she said.
Hey. I just kind of shrug. All right, let's go.
Carolina / Soraya is a she, so yeah, that's what she said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the university center is not far. It's you could easily find it. However, as you guys, look for a map that has the "You Are Here" sticker on it, the two not priests but lower paladins of Solmanari, who's the goddess of magic, they finally make themselves known to you. And they say, "Hey guys, y'all taking a look at campus?"
Oh yes.
Nod my head.
Trying to be a student?
Giving a very stiff thumbs up, like you can see all the fingers move.
What was that, ma'am? I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm trying to be a student, but I'm also here to meet somebody. And while I'm here, I mean, I'm a tourist, so I'm kind of looking around and figuring things out.
Totally. I mean, is there anywhere we can show you? We always have try to meet with hopeful students and other tourists, and they nod to you, pale. They go, "We can, show you anywhere you want to go. Do you want to come with us?"
Come with you where?
Oh, we'll go get some pamphlets and like a map of the school and everything.
Oh, you got pamphlets and maps?
Yeah, they're over there, and they kind of nod their head toward back where they've come, like around the corner of a building.
I'm sorry, you didn't mention who you were, by the way.
Oh, I'm Corporal Jameson, and this is Sergeant Philippe with an F.
Sergeant Philippe, and Corporal
I think I just said Janice. I don't know.
Janice.
I have yeah.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. What was your name?
My name is Soraya, and this is Thaddeus and his voice box.
Ah, we were wondering what that was. It's
Greeting. Hello.
they aren't sure to look at Pale or to you, Bastion, as you are apparently talking for Pale. Say, it's so rare to see clerics of Tyr be so enthusiastic. Usually, you can't get them to shut up in court, especially.
A fake, like, mimed laugh, like belly laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna see this and then just let out the most ha ha ha.
Oh,
Yeah. You guys just traveling together, or are you trying to be a student too, Mr. Thaddeus?
oh,
Statement. No. Follow
Yeah.
up. We are just visiting.
Oh, I see.
Amendment. We are friends with Carolina's character's name, who I continually keep forgetting. What is it?
Psoriasis.
Soraya.
Sriracha.
Amendment. We are friends with psoriasis.
They nod like, uh-huh. What's the
He can never
veil
say my
for?
name right.
Just out of curiosity, do you wear it to I mean, the southern sun is pretty harsh down here in Golgri, especially for pale folks.
Reprimanding statement. It is a bit rude to ask about another stranger's appearance, is it not?
Oh no, I didn't mean anything by it. I apologize. It's just I'm so interested in folks from other places. This is Corporal Janice or whatever I just said her name was.
I think the veil is really for, when you're trying to like keep a straight face, but if somebody can see your face, it kind of makes it awkward to try to keep that straight face, because now you're looking at their face and they're looking at your face, and they might make a face and you might change your face. He's trying to keep a vow of silence, so it just makes it harder for him or for you to look at him.
Ah, I see. Yeah, changing faces is quite a thing.
Yeah.
Nodding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you're free to loiter around the grounds and then motion to students who are sleeping and studying at park benches or whatever. We're having some trouble with low-town vandals sneaking onto university property and causing minor damages and interrupting classes. We just have to, look around for everyone, making sure they're up on the up and up. And like you said, if you're the admissions office is closing soon if you wanted to get there today, but no problem if you wanted to wait till tomorrow and we were just sightseeing or something.
Yeah, I'm just getting familiar with the place. I'm actually supposed to. I didn't have like a formal invitation, but I was supposed to meet up with a chalice, and yeah, I was just looking around, see if I could run into her, and get a feel for everything. So
Okay, yeah, well, that we're actually on the hunt for someone else specific too. So, you guys, if you need anything, don't hesitate to speak up. We'll be around. But
okay. Well, you said you're looking for somebody. If could we get a description just in case if we run into them, we can find you and point you in the right direction?
oh, it's just it's somebody who's been causing minor ruckus. It's I don't think we can really say anything for privacy reasons.
No, you don't have to say their name or anything. Just a basic description, what they look like, or what area they're causing a disruption in.
Yeah, that's I mean, they're not even really forecasted to come to the university, just making a ruckus around Golgari in general, but rumors that they were headed up here. They are a tier worshiper. That's why we walked up to you. Sorry for the profiling, I guess.
No.
They're either a Genzai or a tiefling. And they nod to you again, apologetically pale. But we're they're not in any trouble or anything. We just want to there are some higher ups who want to talk to them.
Oh, okay. Well, if I, so specifically a fire genasi?
Their description was someone with red skin, yeah. So we don't know. It's hard to say. The description was pretty vague.
So red tiefling or fire genasi. Got it.
Yeah.
I will let you know if I see any of them other than my compatriot here.
Of course. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Could you point us in the direction of the university hall? The
university center, of course. It's just really across the way. We're looking at the back side of the building now, but it is this one over here on the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your help, and if we can be any help with your tiefling genasi fire problem, we'll link back up with you.
Thank you so much, and yeah, we'll see you around. I hope you good luck on, entrance tests and everything.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna need it. Shank it.
What?
I take their hands, shake each one of their hands.
Yeah. You shake their hands. Make an insight check.
Let's get spice.
God.
What?
Yeah, but +6 insight. That's nice. Yeah, but you don't catch anything weird other than they do indeed shake your hands.
What? Yeah, I have nothing for them. I'm just like, okay, cool. They seem legit and definitely trustworthy.
Awkwardly start to go in for a fist bump with them and then wave behind them.
Wait, so you leave them hanging or what?
I start and then I'm like, to myself, I'm like, they don't want to do a fist bump. So I wave instead.
How are all three of you fuckers awkward?
Because we had a bard.
Yeah.
Who got married. Which I feel is illegal.
I was stuck in a cave for untold amounts of time.
You're a few months old, technically.
Mm-hmm.
I am a 21-year-old girl who grew up with her physical but imaginary sister.
True. Yeah, lots of imaginary friends, even in the small town you're from. The big cities got to get to you, The only thing, you haven't seen anything taller than grain silos. It's crazy.
And then I met a half-giant.
Yeah.
And an awkwardly dressed scientist.
Listen, it's a big town. His fashion is not as strange as you would think. Not here, anyway.
Still disturbing every time it's described.
Yeah, I do my best. But these Solinari sentries will awkwardly let you leave. And they give you long-lasting glances, Pale.
Oh, they think I'm the guy.
It's all right. On our way to the university center.
Yeah, you enter. It is a bustling building. The cafeteria is in here. There are students going to and fro. There's a few alcove spaces where people are reading or gossiping or, giving each other flashcards. You see somebody casting prestidigitation over and over and over again, using every single effect. Somebody knocks over their lunch and somebody magics it away, and they have a conversation of, oh, thank you, gosh, I'm so clumsy, I'm a nerd, that's how I am. And you see in the, there's like an upper section, Bastion, to imagine this, it's just the university censor at UT, and, except, I don't know, fancier. And there's, the fireplace has blue flames for whatever reason, and, there's kind of an upper floor where you can see the glass entrances to some conference rooms, and up here there's a bigger lounge area where people are eating and drinking and practicing minor spells that they can do without, breaking a lamp. You can't do magic or play baseball inside. But would you guys casually enter to look for a Chalice and John?
Yes.
Yeah, and then as we're going, like the closer we're getting, the more we're walking, the more I'm kind of on my guard, preparing for any sort of tomfoolery.
Okay. Some tomfuckery.
Yeah. Being that
Tom's doing what?
Yeah. Being that it was just brought to my attention that they were looking for my very own companion, I'm going to look for Chalice, but I'm also going to be trying to eavesdrop and see if anybody's talking about tieflings or fire genasi.
Okay, everyone make me a perception check.
I see.
What do I see? I'm gonna take the 8 for a 12.
Okay.
That's a 14 for me.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. That is a natural 1, a 9.
All right. Pale, you don't see John or Chalice, but you do notice those two guards you were talking to have taken a closer position at the edge of the university center. They're not like staring at the door or anything, but they have decided to hang out and survey this courtyard from that position.
I'm just going to scribble on my little notebook, lean over to Carolina. It is just scribbled. I'm just going to whisper as I lean over to show you. They're watching us. Heads up. Be careful. And the same thing with Bastion. It's like, hey, I'm being watched.
I think the professor might have tipped him off.
I don't see what's so suspicious about us. They must be very perceptive.
Yeah, slowly nod my head like, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Anyway, now I'll continue to look for Chalice. I don't know how wise it is for you to speak to John.
Good old Johnny Puyo.
Oh. All right, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on the guards and continue to try to find my sister.
All right, roll perception or investigation checks this time, I'd say. 21? Okay.
Perception again?
Perception or investigation, it's up to you. 7.
Yeah, I'll take a 21.
Okay. Carolina, or actually, Sriracha and Bastion, you do see in a conference room, there are two people leaving it. Neither of you have ever seen Johnny Puyo, I don't think. But, Carolina, you do recognize your sister. And maybe, Bastion, you've heard Johnny and Chalice described before. Chalice looks very similar to Carolina on a normal day that Carolina is Carolina. She wears simple but well-made wizard's robes, kind of a, not quite a dress, but loose, and then there's like underpants that go underneath it. Johnny Puyo is wearing all black, but still pretty relaxed clothes, just a button-up shirt and all black, but a red belt. As they are enthusiastically talking as they leave this meeting room. You can hear Chalice ask Johnny, so I get that if you cast a spell magic on it, nothing happens. But how is this not magical? And he goes off to explain to her as they walk. You guys can sneakily follow if you like, or interrupt me at any point as he talks about science. But he goes, yeah, that's the whole thing. That's how Thunderscrim's okay using it. When they found it in 73rd era, they tried to spell magic, and some have theorized that that's because it's too magical, so they can't dispel it, which begs the question of, if the greatest magic users at the time of Thunderscrim letting people experiment on it couldn't dispel it, then who the fuck could make it? Because the gods didn't make it, according to them anyway. The great old ones, if they'd made it, they would have kept it. Same for anybody else, demon or who the fuck ever. And
I walk up and put a hand on his shoulder. Just kind of nod my head.
Make a dex save.
Ruh-roh.
You just scared the shit out of him.
It's fine. I'm a friend of his dad's. He just doesn't know it yet. That's a 9.
A 9? He punches you in the face, and before you can react, he draws a dagger and says, "What the fuck do you want?"
I was going to try to save him from the punch, like.
I'm gonna put my hands up.
He is shaking, dagger raised back to stab you. Other students get wind of this and see what is going on. Chalice raises her hands, about to cast a spell, also waiting on Johnny's lead. And he's like, "The fuck are you? What do you want?"
At ease.
I put my hands up,
He's mute. He's mute. Sorry. He heard what you said and was trying to agree with you. Not being able to talk, he couldn't enunciate that, so sorry about that.
It's okay. Why are you fucking eavesdropping? Who the fuck are you?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Bastion has stepped forward and put a hand in between the two of them.
He is backing away from you as you step closer to him. Other people are starting to notice this. And he says, "Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds explanation why I shouldn't run away first." As he motions to Chalice of run away if they try anything, and then call the guards. "What do you want? Who are you? Why are you stalking me?"
Sorry for the intrusion. I was actually just looking for Chalice. Yes, and I will name her. So I was looking for Chalice to come to her to be taught something, and to help me get entrance into the academy. But he knows who you are and was very intrigued.
All 3 of you make me persuasion checks.
What could go wrong?
You would have disadvantage. However, Bastion and Pale, you have disadvantage enough.
I'm definitely guidancing myself as well.
That's fine.
13.
Okay.
With as many expenditures as you're allowing, 15.
Okay.
Barely.
If they're free actions, then you can use all of your +5s.
One is an action to cast guidance, and then a reaction to use my big brain maneuver.
Okay. So what are everyone's totals again?
15.
15.
13.
Okay. We will just roll something for my amusement. Okay. Johnny, looking around, still death gripping this dagger, he backs away a bit more and puts it away. He's like, you knew me, so you should have known not to fucking do that. And, Chalice, this is sketch as hell, by the way. And she's like, yeah. But they are no longer going to attack you or call the guards, and I'm seeing this weird tiefling that they don't recognize that looks like a student. Few people know who Johnny Puyo is. At least these days. And so, seeing him calm down, the rest of the room kind of goes back to, that was fucking weird, okay, whatever. And they're giving you a moment to continue to explain yourselves.
Okay. Miss Chalice, I was actually hoping to speak to you in private at some point. Get some pointers. I realize this is weird, and I'm sorry for it.
How do you know me exactly? Kind of a private person, and I enjoy that. Thanks.
Yes, I am also. I'm from where you grew up.
So a stalker, then. That's cool.
No, I've known you since childhood. You just probably don't remember me or recognize me. It's been a few years.
Crazy, you know, like a town of 5,000 people. I figured I would recognize somebody I know from home.
Yes. Yeah, I understand that. It's, but over the years things have changed. So I get that, but I heard you were here, and I figured you would be my in to get into the academy. So I'm sorry for using your name, but this was the only way that I could even get into this place, and I was hoping that you would accept.
Make a deception check with advantage.
22.
Add a D4.
Add a D4?
Yes.
23.
Okay. At your almost desperate sincerity, you see her face go from suspicious and irritated to just irritated to finally sympathetic. She says, all right, I mean, God, if you're from home, you need all the help you can get. I've been there.
Right?
And she sighs. And she's like, Johnny, I don't want to leave you alone with the rest of these weirdos. And so, while she's amicable to meeting you somewhere, or even just going back into the conference room they just left, she doesn't want to leave Johnny with whoever these folks are who are with you, so they want to know who Pale and Bastion are before she leaves Johnny alone with you.
I'm going to cast a quirky little sending to Johnny and just say, I'm not mute, I'm a cleric of Tyr, came back from the Feywild, I'm out of time, but I want to talk to you about some things that are coming. I'm a friend. We know each other later. You kind of backstabbed me, but I deserved it. But I'm a friend. And they're in short supply.
Make a persuasion check.
Be like insight. That's a 9.
D4.
Oh. That's 11.
He says, I don't have a lot of friends. Never really have. Don't want any more than I already have. Chalice, I'll be fine, but I don't know, I'll hang out with you out here.
If that's okay. I mean, yeah.
And so, while he's not going to be your friend, Pale, he will stand out here as Chalice goes and talks with Carolina in the meeting room. And there's a glass door in between, so it's...
I mean, I will say to everybody, like, I mean, if you want to come in, that's fine. All of you can come in, or if you want to stay out here, whatever's best for you.
Point like down to the ground and a thumbs up.
Okay, you're good there? Okay. And I will go into the meeting room with Chalice.
Okay. Yeah, and she still will do Chalice and Carolina first. Bastion, what are you doing? You staying out here with Pale or going in?
I'll stay out here. Act as a guard.
Cool.
You can say chaperone, it's okay.
These were your words, not mine.
Yep.
Yeah, but more relaxed now. Still a little on edge, but Chalice will lean on this big meeting table and set down the stack of notes that she and Johnny were presumably going through together and let you speak.
Okay. So I'm actually more friends with your sister. She
Carolina?
Yes. I mean, the other two are dead, so that would be the one that I was talking about.
Yeah, no shit. You're making me like you less and less, thanks.
Sorry. She says hi, by the way. She's the one who actually sent me here to ask for you. So, sorry about the, The old cloak and dagger stuff. How have you been?
Okay. I was fine with talking with a potential student, but I presume Vivianite?
Well, does that matter?
Why did my sister send you? Just to check
told
up on me?
She told me to use you as a reference because she knew that you were learning magic, and that's not the way that she wanted to go. So, you know.
Oh, so you do still want to get in the university?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm sure she would like to know how her sister's doing. I mean, you two are getting along, right?
I mean, yeah. And different paths, I guess, but yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know, I mean, I already wrote home about it. I know she's doing that malicious stuff, but I mean, if you talk to her before my parents do, or she reads the letter herself, I don't know what she's actually in Dawnstone right now or Stone Garden, but I'm just got accepted to that's what I'm talking with John about. We're doing the university president's internship program, which is huge, by the way.
Okay. Well, that is very, it's nice to see that you're progressing very well. Everything's going good, nothing weird, right?
No.
Anything I should be worried about coming here?
She gives you a weird look like, no.
Okay. Yeah, I did hear some weird stuff before, talking about amplifiers. I don't know how they work or anything or what they are. They just seem kind of weird to me. Would you be like, how does that work? How to amplify your magic?
I mean, I can't talk about it much, but that is Dr. Crumb's, research project this year, I guess. It's the university uses them to help people practice magic, and he wants to be able to, advancement is advancement, and that's what he's gotten funding to go through this year, and we got some very prestigious, though morally corrupt wizards' notes on it, so we've been permitted to read them, as people haven't before.
Morally corrupt?
Yeah, it turns out that searches for power usually do that. Which is how... Yeah, that's why it's a restrictive subject. I can't really talk about it much.
Oh, okay. I mean, sounds sketchy. But what type of magic do you do again? The Professor Diodora Marth, I talked to her on the way in, and I might have gotten it wrong. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I do chronomancy.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say graviturgy. Sorry.
Whatever.
Yeah, she probably thinks I'm weird or full of shit. Maybe you can square that away. Sorry.
I mean, if you're looking to actually study, what are you looking to actually study? Because you can do anything, even if I still help you out.
I mean, graviturgy would be nice, but I kind of came here wanting to do what you did, and now I kind of look like a fool saying graviturgy when you're doing chronoturgy. It's...
I mean, I guess...
yeah.
What, just here in Carolina to hear me talk about it?
Yes. Yeah, she talked about it. It was kind of random, she, with the abilities that you guys have naturally, she just didn't, she finds it weird that you went the magic route, being able to produce your sister on your side to help with you, so, she only, I guess she just thinks differently. She's a logical thinker. You're more, or she's not logical. She's more of a, I don't know what I'm babbling.
You
Sorry.
see her kind of purse her lips as you are very closely edging on insulting her, but haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I'm babbling. I'm sorry. That's my problem. I talk too much.
Yeah, that's and you'd be shocked how much politics actually plays into your studies. So look, figure out what you want to do, and if my sister knows you, I mean, if she knew you enough to send you to me, then she thinks of you highly, so I'll help you. Look, where are you staying?
I don't have a place yet.
Okay. Look, I have... There's an office P.O. box. Like, when you get a place, settle down for a second before you try to go apply and shit. When you get a place, and she writes you the administrative building P.O. box address.
Okay.
Like, when you get a place, when you decide what school you want to do, listen, chronoturgy's cool, but there's an entire world of magic out there. Pick what you like, because you're gonna get sick of it, honestly, studying it so much, so it might as well be something you start off liking instead of are just doing, and then you get burnt out. It's a whole thing. Figure out what you like, get a place, write to me, I'll send you a letter of recommendation, and I mean, it's gonna carry pretty far, not to, I don't know, speak too highly of myself, but
I've heard nothing but good things about you since I've got here.
Thanks. But yeah, get settled, figure out what you want to do, and then when you start the application process, let me know, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Sounds good.
And how's Carolina doing? Since you've seen her more recently, I guess.
She's doing good. She started the whole militia. It was that was going pretty well. She's become a very capable fighter, and it's kind of awesome to see. That's I'm a little less hands-on, so.
She solemnly nods, and you can see in the back of her eyes, it's like a good for her, sort of a thing.
Anything you would like to tell her? Because like I said, I don't have anywhere to stay, and it's kind of just a campus visit right now. So I might run back into her. So anything you want to pass on to her?
Yeah, just I know politics are the way they are, but there's nobody worth dying for. I know Donald Denham is a great guy, she says kind of sarcastically, but make sure you're doing what you think is right, not just what he's telling you is right. And if you ever, if things get hairy, just run away. I'm not going to blame him for it, and neither will Mom and Dad. And I know that's not very esprit de corps, but just stay safe. My message to you and her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not that big of a Donald Denham fan. I'm grateful for everything that he did, but I'm not sure of his intentions. So yeah, I agree.
Well, thank God you do, because few other people see that.
But
is he a philanthropist? Sure, but he did it for his own gain. He's making quadruple the money. Turns out we're more productive, but that was not... Being a good person was not his gain. Even if it worked out for us.
Yeah, you get to go to this big fancy school, and she got to go to, she got to be something that for all of us was unheard of. So, it worked out for us. Hopefully, I get the same benefit as you two. But now I have the availability.
Thing is, she's seeing that you're touched by what she sees as propaganda. She says, he may have made the last legal step, but never forget that you are where you are because of what you have done. You worked your ass off, and do not let anyone reduce it to just saying it's a handout. Don't forget that. You're more than just the product of a nice guy.
All right. Well, I won't take that in. I won't bother you anymore while we're here. I think we should be getting out of your way. Sorry to bother you and intrude, but thank you for the words and the potential recommendation. I'm looking forward to coming here.
Sure. Thanks for the update on Mrs. And she would, at this point, follow you out of the room. But meanwhile, Hale, Bastion, and John, what?
I'm gonna take my veil off, kind of look around, kind of grab my tear symbol, make it look like I'm muttering a prayer, and then look at him and say, all right. So we're from about a month or so in the future or more. I'm not really good with time. Bastion knows, but I forget. But anyway, big things are coming. Your dad gets into the game again and back out, but yeah.
He was leaning against this glass door with his hands in the pockets, and your fucking bullshit, like I can't believe, what's this? Just a very unimpressed look on his face. But as soon as you mention his father, he stands up from against the wall and he goes, what?
He gets back into it and back out. Ash is tortured for months, alone. Pelorians are currently stealing souls before they can be born. And there are 2 wars coming. A war against Sankarel and a godly war because the Pelorians are stealing souls again. So there's going to be a very large godly civil war. I'm here telling you this because you haven't met me yet. We don't like each other. I lied about us being friends. I think we're friends, but it's hazy. But I just want to let you know, when the time comes, even after you backstab us, whatever, find me. Find us. Things are starting to get hectic from my past to your future, where we're all headed. We're a refuge. We will welcome you back with open arms, but you need to realize things speed up very quickly.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Add a D4.
Will do. Oh, that's an 8 plus 4, so that's a 12.
12.
17.
That's a
Like
12.
The last of my Hamon. Take it.
God. Caesar!
Caesar! Jojo!
He leans into you, and you see rage in every fiber of his being. A cold, white light in his otherwise red eyes. And he says, "Why can't you leave my dad alone?"
Everything that happens was beyond me. I'm here just to tell you he'll be okay. He will not die.
He won't die. That's what you're going to tell me right now? That's what you're going to tell me right now. And you see he's getting a little loud in this room. He says, my dad's supposedly going to fall back into Merkul, huh? That's what you're telling me right now? I need you to explain a bit more, buddy.
Absolutely. What happens is the Pelorians call on Glomora Lestern to fight him. They both fight and fight to the end, but the 2 gods speak, they commune, their champions reside. One, Glomora returns to her realm, Stephen remains here, he is treated.
Why is she coming to fight him? He has done nothing wrong over the past 3 decades.
Because he was in Stone Garden during a revolution. He was just there.
So if you're from the future, I need to keep my father far the fuck away from Stone Gardens, what you're telling me?
No, what I'm saying, we both know the Vivianites wouldn't let us change anything. What I'm telling you is...
What do Vivianites have to do with this?
Oh, they kind of control time. That's a whole thing. Ildor Avarice, he's weird with it. Vivianites control time with Ildor Avarice and Mechanus, and there's a clock.
So I'm supposed to meet you later, and something is going to happen to my father, and I'm just supposed to be fucking cool about that? I apparently betray you, not knowing any of this. You know that I'm not gonna just take you for your word on that. My father deserves better than that. I'm not letting anyone touch him. Fuck you.
No, I agree. Also, don't fuck me. I have a girlfriend, but thank you. No, what I'm saying is,
What I'm reading is, you smell like every other fucker who's come up here with a crazy story trying to trap my dad somewhere. It's not gonna fucking happen.
I'm going to,
I can smell the Bone Daddy on you from here.
Well, actually, he takes a part of another god, and there's actually some weird stuff going on. I don't know if that's happening now, or if they're like fifth dimensional, or how they work, but what I'll tell you is this.
I don't care how many drugs you're on. My father is sober. Thanks. He's gonna stay that way. From drugs, Mercool, being a serial killer. No.
I'm just gonna kind of grab him by the scruff and just say, Johnny,
he will punch you again. What do you do in that next second?
I let him hit me. I just don't move. I hold him as he punches me. I'm just like,
can I try to catch the fist?
Make a attack.
I have alert. I'm not trying to break his arm or anything. I'm just trying to catch
I know.
the fist.
Yeah.
Okay.
An attack or a dex save, but I think you're better at...
Yeah, I would like for this to be an attack. That's an 18.
Okay. You are able to catch his fist, and it being grabbed by both of you, let me find this character sheet before I do anything else. He is going to make a dex save, Pale.
Ruh-roh. Actually, no, that should be fine. I'll be fine. That's a 3.
Jesus.
All good.
Wow.
Oh, why are we swinging at people?
Well, so Pale is spewing nonsense about something that's going to happen to Johnny Puyo's father, someone that Johnny Puyo loves dearly and does not want anything to happen to, and has pseudo-protected because he is an old, brain-damaged, horribly abused old man who just did everything he could for Johnny, and Johnny knows that every minute. He has traveled with his father believing he doesn't need anyone else, no matter what fucking persecution they endure, it doesn't matter, because they're together. And so this fucking cultist, who he thought was a normal guy, grabbed him out of nowhere earlier, then kind of calmed him down with some sketchy ass shit. But, you know, he had a friend here, they're in public, it's probably gonna be fine, right? He says crazy stuff about apocalypses. He realizes that this guy is a Mercool cultist who have stalked and even kidnapped and tried to murder him before, trying to bring their father back to Mercool before. They're going to steal his father's soul, and basically Steven was coerced into joining Mercool anyway. It's like it's like somebody going back to a heroin addiction. He didn't know any better. He was raised by it. He basically had no choice when you zoom out enough. And so he's finally gotten away from that, and they've gone 30 years. They've even gotten his soul back. He's totally reformed himself. He went through fucking hell over and over again for Johnny, and Johnny gets that. And now this guy grabs him, and so does his giant hulking friend. And so he casts Disintegrate on you, Pale, and you take 10d6 force damage as he believes his life is being threatened. So that's 26 plus
Can I step in front of it?
26 plus 40. No, you're in the other room with Chalice.
Oh, good. That's fine.
26 plus 40, that's 66?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. And then he's going to run away.
I'm just going to let him run, and I'm just going to send one last sending with just going to say, believe me or don't, that's not my problem. But whenever we see each other again, or if we never see each other again, remember I am a place of reprieve and refuge, not your enemy, you little asshole.
He's gonna say, if I ever see you again, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Leave my dad alone. And tell all your friends too. Fuck you. Fuck Merkul. Fuck you. He's then going to realize Chalice is still here. It would probably be at this point, Carolina, that you're just finished your talk with Chalice. She's agreed to help you. And then she sees Johnny cast a huge wave of force damage, and so does everyone in this room as he screams and runs away, and then realizes he's left his friend with whoever these freaks are. And so he's actually coming back. And Chalice starts to run out of this room, and as Johnny screams run to the rest of the building, what do you guys do?
Because I don't know the limits of this, I'm going to try and go a little bard twist on this. Hypothetically, if I casted command, could that affect someone's psychological state?
If you told them to calm, there is a spell called Calm Emotions that I believe clerics have. Let me look up command really quick.
If hypothetically I were to say believe, would he trust?
I think perhaps.
More an action.
You're asking for a monkey's paw wish.
Oh, I know. That would be sometimes. I don't want to hurt my baby boy, though.
After he just blew your fucking shoulder off?
He's my sugar daddy's son. I mean... I'd like to rephrase that. He would believe for the time of the spell. Which is a round. What does it say what happens when the spell ends? It doesn't say anything specific when the spell ends. Yeah, it's just... Yeah.
I'd say if you succeed by high enough, you could get him to chill for one round. Like if you can cast this before he screams and yells at everyone. He's still going to cast Disintegrate on you, which is a big spell and is going to cause a ruckus. However, he may not. His actions afterwards may be different if you are able to cast this on him. Bastion, you could also intervene from where you are if you have anything.
Intervene on the Disintegrate cast?
If you had a reaction that could do that. If you had a... Yeah.
Technically, Sentinel is if they... I think they have to hit them with a melee attack. So... No. Well, okay. No, Absorb Elements is more on force damage. Nah.
I mean, you are holding his hand. You could have not let him go when he tried to run away.
Oh, I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I thought he'd broken free. I'm not gonna let him go, unless... I'm gonna look to Pale, and if Pale is kind of like, okay, like, let him go.
Here, this is the moment before you see the magical force forming in Johnny's hand. You realize it's force damage, and he's a relatively powerful wizard at, his age. You've grabbed him by the neck or the back of the neck, Pale, and then as he went to punch you, Bastion, you grab his fist. In this exact moment, what do you do?
Who?
Well, either of you. Because Pale, you said you didn't let go after he punched you.
Yeah. So this is pre the Disintegrate or post-Disintegrate?
It's Bastion has just caught his fist, and so you see his other hand is starting to form a spell.
Yeah, I'm just like...
I think I would have said, now is not the time for violence, and then I probably would have just let his hand go. I'm not trying to restrain him, I'm just trying to not have him punch my friend.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Fuck.
It would disadvantage also.
Fuck.
Wait.
Okay, that's gonna be a 13.
Okay.
Are we touching?
Yes.
You are grabbing by the back of his neck. Are you touching Bastion, you mean?
I touch Bastion. Am I within his touch?
You are
I
in
think-
melee.
Yeah, we're within grabbing distance.
I'm just gonna kind of quickly grab him and cast guidance so you get a D4 on that.
I already used guidance.
I'm dead.
That's why I had a 13 and not a 9.
Oh,
So, what was your total again, Bastion?
13.
Okay. The higher numbers are better for you, so he is a millisecond from casting this spell. He says, "Let me go. Fuck you." Like, he's literally... if you don't let him go right now, Paley's going to...
we gotta let him go.
Or, get off of me, is what he's saying.
You're gonna let him go and just say, I'm not here to do anything. I'm trying to help change what happened. I'm already going to be on my way there after this. There are only so many things I can change, but I promise you, I am not Ash Barlow.
On your way where? If he has something to do with it, then I'm going to kill him, finally.
He doesn't.
Leave my father alone.
Do I have your permission then, at the very least, to take care of Ash?
What do you mean? Fuck you.
I just want to... You know what? Do you know who this guy is? I'm going to point at Bastion.
Oh,
He's the son of Gond.
and? The fuck
We
does
have-
that mean?
We have Gond on the playing field now.
How much drugs have you done? You know what? I don't even care.
None. If you know what, you can zone of truth me right now.
I don't have that spell.
Yeah, of course you don't. Kids. Listen.
Listen, I don't know you. I don't owe you anything.
No, but I
You know-
owe you. I owe you.
He now has terror in the wave of his rage screwed face. He says, alright, either you tell me everything where I can write it down, or you leave me alone. I've heard weirder. You know, when my own mother kidnapped me and tried to sacrifice me to a Tarask, and at the behest of all the other Merculians trying to destroy the fucking world, whatever they call the world leader, you know, I think I've questioned it from now on. I've had enough people try to kidnap me and kill me and use me to leverage my father back to come to Merkul. I've had people stalk us for years. I don't want
That's
fucking
exhausting.
any of this. He's better than this. You don't deserve him. Fuck you.
Yeah, you're right. So how about we start with, don't steal this. I'm going to try and get you a copy of it. What if I give you something that you can't get anywhere else? I'm not talking about drugs, I'm talking about information.
Sure, yeah, I'll take information.
And I show him the Mechanist book. I don't let him hold it because I don't trust him.
Before Pale does that, I'm going to kind of not like side-eye Pale, but just Pale. We have spoken on the dangers of revealing information to those who aren't currently aware of it.
So I
You are
can't.
aware of the risks of this, correct?
The risks. Yeah. So I can tell you limited information because I don't want to break reality.
Because
Is
it's
that all right?
another jackass ploy to seduce my father into darkness. Yeah, cool, I get it. Yeah, sure, whatever.
I am nowhere near smart enough to do any of that.
I can confirm that.
That he's stupid?
Pale is not necessarily the smartest person I have ever met. Although, I have not met many people.
Thanks, Bastion.
You are not the stupidest person.
Thanks, Bastion.
We've killed
Anyway.
most of them.
You're gonna take like a psychic damage off of that one. Look at Johnny and
His
say, "Listen."
friend self-esteem damage?
Yeah. Minus 170 point.
Bastion trying to be nice. You're not the stupidest person I've met.
And I've met a few people.
That's 6 charisma, baby.
Yo. Listen, I don't know much about what happens with your dad, but what I know is there's a war a godly civil war coming. And it seems like old and new champions are being called on. We have some really weird players coming in. And honestly, I just want to keep the Puyo family as far away from that war as I can.
Make a persuasion check.
Yep.
Add a D4.
Yay! Oh, I thought the natural
12.
one was that.
Oh, no, I would cry. I would legitimately your government break down.
He says, if we're keeping him far away, then how the fuck does Glamora Lestern kill him?
Well, this time, she won't. This time, I'll be dealing with things preemptively. I'm just here to tell you, as the champions converge, find me. We'll find a place for both of you that will be far away from it.
You see that he's been so angry and emotional that he's about to cry now. And he says, stay the fuck away from my dad. And then pushes open the door. Hey, Chalice, can we fucking leave? And she sees his face and is like, the fuck? Would you guys stop them or ask them anything else?
I'm just gonna kind of look over at Chalice and say, you look just like... Never mind. I'm mute. Let me say that out loud. I'm mute. Right. Put the veil back on. Kind of wave over Carolina.
Confirmation. He is mute.
Yes, he is mute.
Chalice is like, what's wrong? And he's like, let's get the fuck out of here. And they leave. And he looks angrily over his shoulder at you as they disappear. And she's like, who the fuck are they? And, go off to have a conversation about that later. Or as they walk far away from you guys.
Bow my head as he looks back. Yup.
I'm writing letters.
What?
I'm writing letters for the red-headed courier.
Oh, God. Even.
We can come back to that. I gotta figure out the wording.
Okay. I don't know. Johnny whisper yelled all of that. So let me make a... Yeah, while people were aware of drama going over there, they didn't know what it was. So no one's staring at you guys. You are in the semi-bustling university center. What do you do next?
I thought you were gonna convince him to leave.
Listen. I'm out here doing my best. But yeah, he's probably gonna leave anyway. We might have to find that Vivian night soon, but it's fine.
Okay. Alright, let's and I specifically look for those guards that questioned us earlier.
Make a perception check.
That was a lot of attention. 14.
They are still outside, but had no way of hearing or seeing what you guys were talking about.
Good. Alright, no way to make you guys look like anybody different, because I was going to change what I look like walking out of here, but let's go.
I could turn myself invisible again. I could turn
still
myself
have, like-
and Pale invisible, actually.
Oh,
That's
really?
probably the best idea.
Okay. Then let's go find a dark area where nobody is. And then we can do that.
You could eventually sneak into a bathroom or something. Around the corner into a hallway.
Yeah. Alright. Make sure nobody's around. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll cast invisibility using a 3rd level spell.
Now mute and invisible.
I'm going to make myself look like a
Chalice.
male elf.
Okay. This is Garfield or Gilbert. Kidding. But
Yes. Just in the face. And yeah. All right. And then I'm just going to start walking out.
Okay. 2 invisible folks make me dex saves. This is an extremely low DC.
I have an extremely low dex score.
What could go wrong? Oh, thank God. It's an 18. Or 17.
14.
If you'd have failed miserably, like a 3 or lower, somebody would have bumped into you. But you're able to dodge and not make like big shoe stomping sounds.
Yes.
You guys, when you get back outside, do you just try and leave, or?
The courier and send a letter from.
Make a perception check to try and find him. You looking for the ginger or just any mailman?
The ginger.
Okay.
That's an 11.
You do not find him.
Oh man. I know he's watching.
First step is praying to Mercool. Then the ginger shows up.
Yeah, I know he's watching because he knows that I believe that he's a god. And he's just playing with me right now.
He sees you when you're sleeping.
He is Santa Claus.
When you're out of stamps.
Mm-hmm.
That brings us to our sponsor, Stamps. No.
About to say, is anyone going to confront Pale about him openly saying that he's trying to change the past?
I didn't really hear that whole conversation.
I mean, I kind of warned him. I said, "You're aware of the risks, right?" And then,
Pale, since I can't find the ginger, can you sending my sister?
She doesn't know me, but sure. Well, she doesn't know me yet.
She doesn't need to know you. Just be the voice in her head, telling her about, their amplifiers being stolen souls.
Should we tell her that already?
We did not tell her that.
But
And maybe about the dungeons, the Pelor dungeons.
But she works for the president later when we bump into her. Won't that kind of mess up time?
She's just talking to me about morality.
Fair. And I mean, I know we're supposed to keep time delicate, so I won't mess with it. So, Bastion, what do you think? Should I just send her?
I have warned the both of you several times about changing the past.
I want my sister on our side.
This is true. However, we're unsure of the repercussions of what could happen.
Look here. You know what, Carolina? Absolutely. I'll do it. And I cast sending to her. And I just, all I'm going to say is look into the source of the, what are they called?
Amplifiers.
Amplifiers. I'm not going to give any more information. I was turning to Caroline and say, all right, done.
Let me make a check for her really quick. Okay, who the fuck are you? Why are you talking to me? Don't use message to talk to me. I swear to God. Get the fuck out of my head. She doesn't know who you are, but messaging people is a faux pas. And
she said, thank you, will do.
Yeah. She says, leave me and John alone. We're fucking calling the cops.
Damn it, not again. I am the cops. Now, but not now.
You are dressed as the cops.
Yeah.
Alright, so I need to find... Is there a place where I can buy a whole bunch of red feathers?
I mean, you could find a costume shop somewhere in Golgoria.
Yeah, I need about maybe 150 red feathers.
That's a normal amount of red feathers to want.
We went from fucking, like, dramatic ass possible repercussions are enormous too. Can I have some fucking food?
Yeah,
Episode.
I need some feathers.
Yeah, you could easily find a bunch of just regular bird feathers, right?
As long as they're red.
Yeah,
Good.
there's some ostrich
Good.
feathers dyed red. Is that cool?
Yeah, ostrich feathers. You know, I'm gonna call them phoenix feathers regardless.
Okay, they'll sell them to you for gold.
Awesome. 150 of them. Nice.
Yeah.
Go ahead and remove that gold. I'm gonna try to find the guide courier again.
What are the other two of you doing as Carolina leads you from the university to a costume store?
I'm just gonna kind of lean over to Bash and say, so, do I warn them or cool the ends about Johnny going off the rails, or... Because I feel like I gave him more information than I should have. I just feel so badly for that kid.
Time will tell, quite literally.
Well, if we get killed in the night by Vivianites, at least I know it's because of Johnny Puyo. I go into the arms and recruit.
I would not let them kill us.
I'm not gonna kill you.
No, not you. One of the other ones. You're not that bloodthirsty.
I don't know who you speak of, but
Yeah. You're more cinnamon thirsty, as I recall.
hey, don't bring her into this.
All yours.
But now that you mention it, I am kind of thirsty.
Son of a...
I'm
Well,
too.
I could create food and water, but that's kind of a big deal.
Just cinnamon and thyme.
Make a perception check.
19.
You smell a bakery. They're making cinnamon rolls. It distantly reminds you of her.
That'll do.
You're like, babe, that'll do, pig. That'll do.
That's where I was going.
Yup.
Let's get some of these fine pastries you got over here.
Hate it so much.
Silver a piece.
Silver a piece. I'll get 3, and then realize that Bastion can't eat it. So,
Give one to your echo, it's fine.
and then I'll realize that my Echo can't eat it either.
Good for you.
You want the other one? I mean, that is whatever.
Just gonna kind of shrug like, I'm invisible. I have no name right now. I'm off the grid.
Oh.
I'd like to imagine that it's you like hand it to me, and I kind of look at it, and then we look at each other, and then I look back down at the food, and then I just go, "Thank you."
Thanks.
Thanks.
It's the thought that counts.
Count
I'll
that
take it
thought.
back. Hey, we're not calling angels thoughts.
No. Counts. Specific royalty, low-level royalty.
Okay.
Bunch of landowning whores.
Angels don't have to breathe and are therefore only optionally thoughts.
Fat. Plus, angels can probably get cold, and only hoes don't get cold. Everyone knows that.
Because a hoe never gets cold.
Yup.
I thought it was we don't let them hoes.
Do you love them? Look into your heart.
We're cool with them.
So does Vivian. So,
In the wise words of Dr. Dre, bitches ain't shit, as they say.
but hopes and tricks.
He's my
True.
favorite rabbi. Dr. Dreowitz.
May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from here.
God. But, yeah, then I guess, do you guys think that we, might have broken time? I mean, yeah, time will tell, but hopefully we didn't break time too much. Also, I fully intend on, like, this might be a little unethical, but I fully intend to capture Johnny so that he doesn't cause problems during, like, their Sankarel and God War. Is that unethical?
No. Honestly, if we break time, we break time. We might be supposed to break time. Because why else would we be back in time?
That's a great question to ask the gods.
Or Ildor Avarice.
Ildor, avarice.
I mean, like, if you think about it, like, we got put back at this time, right? And literally everything that we've done, we have fucked everything up and been okay.
Well, we haven't been like, hey, like, okay, the only thing we've done is meet people. Wait, is this in-game conversation?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
You don't have to repeat yourself. Just start from now.
I think, though, that we have not done anything overtly against the flow of time. We've only briefly met with people and have not told them any information that could potentially fuck over other things in the future.
Hey, wait a second. So Ildor Avarice has a ton of robots. Could we, like, show up there and give all of his robots souls without telling him?
I believe it would require some reformatting, and also that would be a bit disrespectful.
He was also fascinated about how you had a soul.
Be funny.
That's true, but I think that he would claim ownership over them, which is entirely against the purpose.
Yeah, we don't want some, like, great consciousness of robots taking over.
Now, were we to suddenly come into, now, were a number of his robots suddenly come into our possession, I could definitely see us trying to do some reformatting. However, just giving them to him is completely against what I believe in.
Well, I guess at this point it comes down to, what are our next steps? We saw your sister, I talked to Johnny, we gave Nokia, Pale Jr., and Yagami bodies. Kind of look at my ring and just kind of slide it off. So, do you think if I mailed this over to the guys that they could put her into a body? I forgot to do this.
What is in the ring?
Oh, it's Akhenaten's soul.
You want to give her a body?
She keeps yelling in my brain.
You can take the ring off.
Yeah, I feel badly though. I did take her soul.
And she kept multiple people under complete and utter control for an indeterminate amount of time.
We all have our quirks.
I believe this extends beyond what is referred to as a quirk.
Yeah, fair enough.
I believe some might even call it tyranny.
No, Tyr would never.
You.
I'm gonna put the ring in my bag though. Say, all right. So, do you guys have any other plans, or do you guys maybe want to go to, like, the fire plane?
I was somewhat wanting to stay back and help in the assistance of making more bodies.
We could do that too.
Although we are still needing a place to store them as well.
Not in the fire plane.
I mean, the fire plane has my dad, who's kind of currently being, like, held hostage or something. It's pretty not cool. And that giant dragon. Who
is he still held hostage?
I mean, we can go to the fire plane. I was just saying we shouldn't store the.
We're not putting the kids in the fire plane. Nah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But no, I mean, the red dragon, that big red dragon who's in the fire plane, has the pan song for the Kraken. He could also help us in the fight. I think he and the Ice Prince King guy would be Biffles. My biological dad, not my foster dad's kind of being held hostage, you know. So
yeah, it'd be great to get the song, the pan song, but who's gonna play it?
Well, Leah. Oh.
With your perfect
Bastion,
memory, Bastion, you know that Fell Iron Grip has a pan flute that is an exact copy of Leo's.
It's a gold pan flute. So yes.
Wait, why do we need the flute?
To play the song to cool the Kraken to save my foster dad's soul.
I feel like huh?
It's a whole thing.
I don't think you were here for a lot of this.
I mean,
I feel like I just blacked out and, like, an entirely new plotline just happened.
It's an old plotline that's kind of been just up slow.
I heard we have to go save Pale's dad. He's rescued, and then I hear, "Oh, Bastion, you know that this guy has an exact pan flute that is golden that can go save Pale's dad's soul from the Kraken." I feel like we jumped an arc.
My bio dad had to go back to the fire plane when I was a kid. Fostered by a warlock who's a water genasi of warlock of Umberlee,
Bitch.
and his other foster kid Soul, who's a daughter's also a warlock. For Umberlee, I have to like go fight the Kraken or something, and to summon it, we play this song, which would soothe Umberlee to get his soul back.
So the kid from Crackland has to fight a Kraken?
Yep. It's ironic how that works out.
Huh.
Mine has been dragging along in the background since episode 5.
Yep.
Well, I believe I know of a place that we can go acquire a flute of similar make to the one that you're describing.
Hal has one. Right? So, let's steal his. He's not very watchful.
I could steal it, but I have to see it. Or him.
So first, we go to the fire plane, recruit a dragon, get him to sing to us, free my dad, and maybe bring some, some snacks here, like some chestnuts to roast while we're there.
Yeah. While we're there, I guess we'll look for the red-headed god again, so he can send these feathers out to my troops that are going to be, I need them to go back to the Feywild, back in time. Give these feathers to everybody who is loyal to us. So when they get scattered throughout time, we know who we're looking for.
Sense?
Okay. Lots of planning for next section. I love it. We will deal with all of that.
Deal with. Everything we did was perfectly fine. It didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, no, I already know how all of it's going to shake out. It's cool.
Oh, God.
Oh, good. Bailey planned for us to fuck up.
I did actually plan for you to fuck up.
That's
I don't know
hilarious.
how you... Ian, I forget if you were here for this, but there was one point where things after session, Bailey said, "Hey, I hope you guys don't feel too railroad." And I'm like, "Wait, you've planned for all this?" She's like, "Yeah." Like, wait,
Yeah,
you
no,
planned for me to fall from tier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's astounding.
It's like, I'm sorry. I'm not...
Dude, I don't have the foresight. Like, don't get me wrong. I think I can I think I can peg people pretty well on their like emotions and stuff. Don't take that sentence out of context.
Yeah, no
But
I don't want to know what you do in your free time, Ian.
hey, look, all right. It's 2022.
As
okay?
long as you're all consenting adults, you know.
Hey, it's 2022. All right. No, but it's just like, man, I don't know what the fuck my friends are gonna do. Like, I've tried to do that where it's like, oh, they're gonna like do this and then they're gonna want to do that. And it's like, nah, they said that's a real cool hotline. We're gonna go fucking talk to the barkeep for 30 hours.
Every now and then, you guys do surprise the fuck out of me. For example, when Pale tried to kill Ash in front of Makul. That, I never thought. So, but whenever I plan sessions and, like, big sections of dialogue and, like, important conversations, I plan it out how, like, a video game might. So I consider, like, the most likely 4 or 5 things you guys are gonna ask them, and then, like, kind of list out what their possible reply could be, and like the probability of things that you guys are going off and doing that. It's I do worry frequently that I'm keeping you guys on one course, because I usually expect everything you're going to do and know how to either keep it back on track or have a way that it's going to work out, or that just gives me a great idea for what we're going to do next time. But
you're just psychic and you don't realize it. You're psychic and think that you're railroading because you know the future.
well, it's easy to know the future when you're writing the story.
True.
That's something that a prophet would say.
Just like the red-headed courier.
Like, you're talking about the future. You're saying, oh, it's easy to see it all when you're looking at it from above. You're dealing with, like...
I mean, I already know how the campaign ends.
Oh, I do remember there was one point where I said something as a joke and you sounded like you were about to have a heart attack.
What?
King Henry said something snarky, and like I know I think it was at Leo. Like he's like something snarky and kind of like funny, mean, like still funny, but also like funny, mean. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna stab King Henry. You're like, wait, what? You what? Like,
Yeah, please.
I'm not doing that. You're like, oh my, like yeah, I can tell like he's a bit of a vital NPC.
Yeah, he's a little important.
With this character's death, the winds of fate have changed permanently.
You also didn't predict Leo casting sending on his wife.
Yeah, that was I forgot that Leo wasn't there at the gate to get the don't do magic here briefing. So that is slightly on me, but yeah, I did bend what would have happened really, because if you were anyone other than the main characters of a story, Leo would have been executed. Or at least sent to jail.
Nope, Carolina wouldn't have let it happen. It would have been a brawl.
I would just simply not let that happen.
See, Pale would have let Leo at least get up to like near the guillotine.
They
I
actually
love
hang people in Thunderscrim.
But Leo's already hung. Oh,
I knew you were gonna say that.
Weird dick joke. Are you speaking from experience, Pale?
Listen, what happens between Pale and Leo stays in the first 30 minutes of the session.
Listen, on our trip to Thunderscrim, it got really cold. We had to share a sleeping bag.
Even with the rings of warmth, things happen.
It's pre-friendship festival. Things got kind of desperate. Level 1,
You got 4 hit points. You got to survive. Yeah, I'm a cleric who had armor, but still.
Exhaustion is a bitch.
I do love Bastion because he really is the character where I can just say, I just would simply not let that happen, and then it just doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like Bastion's literally built different.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like I'm not just no, they're not going to hit me. Watch this shield, 30 AC.
You thought? Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like I've got a shield, I've got armor, I've got this giant sword. They cast something with wisdom. Damn it! Wait, what? That's how I ended up naked in a Mercolian camp. I know they didn't take my armor. I just choose to believe that Pale was naked when he went to try and stab Ash.
No, you had like barding on, just not the metal parts.
Yep.
So yeah, Pale, those episodes when you go meet Johnny, just go listen to those and then think about this conversation.
Yeah, it's not going to go well.
Just think about how that's going to go, knowing what John knows now.
Oh, the fact that I try to say that I want to be his friend and I'm actually a follower of Tyrden and I don't smell like a Mercolian yet, and now he knows that I've become a Mercolian and that I kill his father, and...
I mean, if he even believes that you're a time traveler in the first place.
The fact that he steals the prophecy from me, and he is generally a little shit. Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, he's always been like, fuck you. So.
Can you blame the kid?
He's got a heart of gold. You're gonna win him over. Make a Polorian of him yet.
Yeah, but just, imagine what Stephen and Johnny said, how they said that Stephen ended up by himself in Stone Garden. Just imagine how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wasn't like the whole party just got killed?
No, I'll go ahead and remind you what Stephen and Johnny kind of told you with varying views on what happened is that after their last job in Edgewater, a house got burned down, the mayors were executed. Nobody knows how that happened.
Weird.
Yeah. But after that job, they decided it was time for Stephen to retire because Johnny wanted to go back to school. And so he'd been helping Stephen try to find a place to live because Stephen's not good with money and is really anxious about living alone because he's literally never lived alone and has had a very traumatic life. And so, as he's pushed off Mercul, Johnny's literally his only friend because no one else wants to be friends with him, except for Wednesday, they're a traveling buddy they had for a while. Even people they talk with when they're adventuring only talk to them for power and money and do not trust Stephen at all. And so it's been a very, very lonely, hard few years. which is why Johnny and Steven are so close, is because all they have is each other, really. And Johnny's been tempted to resent his life, even telling Steven at the camp with Ash, you're dead to me, you've ruined my entire life, you should have just given me away, that sort of a thing. And so the thing is, when Johnny dropped Steven off in Stone Garden, he had a Stone of Far speech, but then was refusing. He'd check in every day, but then was refusing to tell Steven where he is, because Steven's kind of a helicopter parent. And so that was the anxiety. And supposedly they've had troubles in the last few years, Johnny being unable to have any kind of a life. Yeah.
Going to get quirky.
Mm-hmm. Which, as somebody with a good insight, being a cleric, you could think on this later at some point, that Johnny's talking completely differently about Steven now than he did when you met him in Stone Garden. Because he was resentful there.
Yeah.
And he's extremely, instead of a helicopter parent, a helicopter son. What changes? Who knows? And who knows now? Because things may be different.
I mean, the fact that he knows that his dad's going to go back to Merkul.
Something he explicitly does not want.
And have we changed anything else?
Although Johnny told you and Kit that he was tired of preventing his father from going back to the darkness, and tired of being the one link between him going back and him not, and it was exhausting. But he seems more than happy to keep fighting that now, currently.
Oh.
Did we change something that led to this? We've only been here doing small things.
It was supposed to happen.
It seems like he might actually care more now and wants to prevent it.
You were the spark to change that.
Huh. Maybe we just need to kill Johnny.
Maybe we're not altering the future at all.
That's depressing.
Maybe we're the cause of where everything goes.
We're just gonna kind of look up at the sky and be like, murky, I swear.
On that ominous note, I love making you guys panic. It's my favorite thing. I don't know if you're panicking, actually, but...
Oh, I'm panicking.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it's about Johnny, right?
Uh-huh. Or what is?
Johnny, so he also deeply cares about, was it Father Michael, right? Or Elder Michael, I always mix it up. It's Mike.
He has strong feelings about Elder Michael.
He took the prophecy. That's the last time I saw him, is he stole the prophecy and disappeared, essentially saying, fuck you, before he left. It's about, I think, trying to prevent it or cause or something.
Johnny never, when Steven gave you the prophecy, you told people that Johnny has it. Johnny does not actually have it. He knows what it says, because he's the one who told Steven what it says. What?
Didn't he steal something when he disappeared?
No?
I don't believe the way you said that, but okay.
No, not to my memory. Maybe he did. It's, you have the OG copy.
Yeah.
And then Ash ended up with Steven's Communion Blade. And then Johnny did throw a locket that had a picture of him and Steven in it that he always wore with him as a symbol of fuck you, Dad. Threw it on the ground. But then I don't think he actually took anything. You just told people that he did.
Just gonna have to go and listen to the entire series again.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Not gonna discourage you.
Fair point. Peter.
We do have 24 followers on there, by the way.
A whole 24, yeah.
Dear followers, if you have any theories, please tell me. Dear God, oh Lord, please.
Hey, it's your GM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Darian, Matt, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at @Illithids, and thank you especially for listening.